the 16th, big name, big man, big heart. And they all went to, what's the word? Music heaven, I guess. Larry O'Byrne, his big legacy, which he always wanted to do. Larry always wanted to open his own business, Bill. He wanted to open his own, be an entrepreneur, make money, do it, loves people, loves music, and it all went away on April the 16th. Miss a hell of a great guy. Miss Larry O'Byrne Bud. Lo and behold, I didn't know this until I met the gentleman last Saturday. Crazy guy. Crazy guy says, I don't want to be on your show. I don't know how to talk. Well, you watch in a couple of minutes. Because I'm welcoming to the show Jason Lavoie.
Hey, how are you?
How are you doing?
Great. I'm doing good.
Great. Bring me up to speed.
Yeah.
On you and Larry.
Yeah.
Background.
Okay, yeah. Well, me and Larry met in Cornwall when I was living here back in 2009 or so, or 2010, I believe, something like that. And so I met him randomly on a bus, and it was weird because talking to Angie, his wife, he was never really on a bus too often. Yeah. So I met him on a bus one day, and I kind of heard stories about the man. So I as soon as I seen him, I was like, I got to talk to him. So I went and approached him and introduced myself. Hey, I'm Jason. Hey, you're Bud. Yeah, man. And I heard you like garage rock and you like, punk rock and psychedelic music. Yeah, I do,
Yeah,
so,
that's Larry.
Yeah, so then we exchanged bands right off the bat. One of the bands was Q65 he mentioned to me, which was a 60s band. And I mentioned one called High Tide. And we exchanged it, and then we're like, let's add each other on Facebook. We both went our separate ways. We added each other on Facebook, come to talk, and realized, like, he's living pretty much in my backyard, right on Pine Street. I was living on 1st Street East. He was living, like, a street away in the backyard. Yeah. Exactly, right on Pine. So we started hanging out. He'd come over to my house, and a relationship kept on building, and we kept introducing ourselves to more music together and whatnot. And even building an electric guitar together one night, like putting our minds together.
So you play guitar?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and Bud did also. So whenever we first started jamming, we'd both play guitar together.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd actually played a lot on Bud's songs early on because Bud did have his own. He had his own songs, right? Yeah. So I just added on to his songs at first, and that's kind of how our relationship kind of started through music and jamming.
No sense asking you to describe Larry, but what's your favorite memory of Larry's?
Well, to be honest, my favorite ones probably couldn't be mentioned on live television.
You can go ahead.
But I'm joking. Honestly, no. My favorite memories of Bud are honestly his heart, hanging out with him, exchanging music, and the idea, honestly, like, it is more than music, but deep down inside was the music, and we exchanged the same idea about what rock and roll and punk rock and kind of against the establishment was, and just, and always like heartfelt.
Sounds like my era.
always heartfelt songs, and I miss his presence so much. I miss him messaging me every few days, sending me a new video of a band that I never heard, or vice versa. Like it's been very empty in the last little while without him, for sure.
Did you have any nicknames?
Well, the one I was introduced, and I've always kept it to it, was Bud.
Yeah.
We called him Bud, you know, and that was it, Bud, yeah.
They have a nickname for you, because I can imagine he can come up with some good specialties.
Yeah, Lavoie, I guess my last name. Yeah. I mean, no, not too much. Lavoie or Jason. He knew I was a sensitive boy, so he kept it pretty good with me.
Yeah, he took it easy.
Yeah, he did. You're lucky. Yeah, he did.
Describe his personality.
Great guy, big heart, always willing to help. The thing with Bud, though, that is always, he was always, I have many friends on so many different levels, but Bud, the friendship that we had was always a giver. Yeah. As far as, like, he's always bringing something to me. Like, he was always, he was a very heartwarming,
funny you say that. Yeah, you're so true with that.
Yeah.
Let's see, what a particular, when he passed, where were you?
I was working in Kingston at the hospital, and I was on my way back home, and then I got the text from his wife, Angie, and she was like, Bud passed away this morning at 11:30, and he considered you like a brother and stuff. And then I was with some guys from work, and I was in the back of the truck, and I just cried till we got to Ottawa.
Yeah.
The guys kind of left me. They didn't even question me. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just knew I was in a bad
Yeah.
place.
It takes a hell of a lot out of you. I
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
I always remembering his size, his laugh, and his charm.
Yeah.
Comment on his laugh, because that's what sticks
Yeah.
with me.
The warmness and
Yeah.
the vibration of it also, because he's a large man also.
Yeah.
It's like it warmed up a whole room, you know.
When he walked in the room, they all stopped.
Yeah, because his presence to be known, you know,
Yeah.
and and that's the thing. He was a big man, but not only because of his size, because of his heart and because of his soul.
Yeah.
And it did warm up a room whenever he came into it, for sure.
As mentioning earlier, Larry's big dream was to open his own business.
Yeah.
Did he ever comment with you?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, but before all that, and at one time we wanted to be rock stars.
Yeah.
But after that, and I got involved in my construction job, was he wanted to obviously do something, and working for the man, he is the man.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, and he already had a vision, and when he put the record store together, it was brilliant. It was a risk he took.
Yeah.
But I never thought of it as like something that would be a failure. So it was always just like, yeah, full on. I'm full on with you. I'm committed like to that idea. I won't make you feel like obligated to jam or anything, because we both have our dreams right now, and I'll let you have that. Like not that I'll let you, but
No.
I won't question you, or I won't make you feel anything because of it, because I'm totally with it.
Okay, he
It was
opened
amazing.
buttons.
Yeah.
Did he ask you to go in with him, or?
No, at the time it was a thing, because I was living in Ottawa. I was doing my construction thing. But at a certain point, he did mention jokingly, whatever, that he could expand to Ottawa.
Yeah.
So I'm always there.
I know.
Because he was a dreamer, and dreams become reality. So it's.
This is where you come in, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're the man who did it. He had a legacy, and he wanted to pass it on. Why did you pick it up?
Well, obviously because of it's maybe not obvious, but to me it is. It's very obvious that the community here needed it. Also, Bud put a lot of work and heart into it.
Yeah.
For it to go away is kind of, it didn't really make sense.
Yeah.
And it was very shameful for it to go away after all that work and whatnot.
Yeah. Look, we're going to take a break.
Okay.
We just talked to the man, you.
Right.
We're going to talk about the legacy later on. But when it comes down to talking about Bud and taking over that being an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
Did you have any background?
Well, the thing is, it's a little story before we go. Just before Bud passed, 2 days before he passed, he stopped by my house.
Yeah.
I had bought some records from him, and he also delivered records for me to pass on to other people at the time. I didn't know whatever, but looking at it, it's like there's all these signs, you know, and it was almost like he was, I don't know, like passing the torch is a hard and heavy word.
Yeah.
But looking back at it, once it was all done and a few months behind, it was like, whoa, that was the last thing. He trusted me on his business at that last time. He gave me a bunch of records to hand out to multiple people to make sure.
Yeah.
And he knew that we were brothers, and there was no way that they weren't going to get to the destination that they belonged. So, like, there was another backing that it's like, you know.
Wow. You guys have your own band?
Yes.
What's the name of the band?
Dr. Mom.
Dr. Mom.
Yeah. Me and Kevin Fraser. Kevin Fraser was our drummer, and Bud. Yeah, it was a 3-piece. And
cut any records, or?
No, that was the unfortunate part. We did record a few things and but no, we never did. And that was our big thing that me and Bud wanted to do also with the band.
Are you on the YouTube?
A few little videos. That's something I'll also talk to the producer here, Chris, about maybe getting some stuff onto networks like that, YouTube and whatnot. Yeah,
it's a good following because everybody's there now.
Exactly.
Obviously, you're offering right now your type of store. Being an entrepreneur, you're going back to my era, and that's what I want to talk about when we come back off our break.
Perfect.
It's unique. I love scratching sounds, but I also love taking them and opening the jackets, because even the jackets sometimes is worth more than what's inside of it. Anyway, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. No break? Well, see, now I had a break. And
let me jump in here.
this is live.
Let me jump in quick.
These things happen.
Because, Jason's got to know that, like, we're all friends of Larry's.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That was Chris's
Exactly.
best, Chris's
He's been
best
on-
friend. But what I'm hearing from you, and I'm not a religious person,
No.
No,
Oh.
but I don't know. There's a God or whatever, but I don't. You don't go to church. Sorry. But what I'm hearing is that we're put on this earth. Everybody's for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds like you were here for that reason, and then so Larry trusted you to take over this business, and all the time we're, it was.
He did, and share that music knowledge and all that, and
Yeah.
the vision for it that we had.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different vision on music, and that's the beauty of it. But he did share that pretty.
Obviously Larry didn't know he was going to pass away. He just don't know.
Exactly.
But he sort of like handed it to you, kind of thing. But it was,
It was strange, yeah. It was
But
strange.
a funny story though. You're talking about stories, and of course Chris that's his best buddy. So Chris was producing videos for a long time. They were doing a video up on Big Bend Ski Hill, and it was summertime, and it was like this a long time ago. And Chris made Larry roll down the hill. It was funny. That's the type of guy he was. He was like a big presence, and we all had fun with Larry, didn't we? Ron?
I really don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know.
So I just took over the show, I guess.
Okay, where's my producer? After all these years,
Yeah.
Billy has taken over the show. Of all
That's why I'd
time,
step
I
in.
probably
That's
have
why
the
I'd
best
step
guest in the world,
To help
other than
out.
Queen Elizabeth. We had her once.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, listen. Describe the operation and the age group you're catering to.
Really surprisingly to even myself, it's everybody.
Yeah.
Straight down, yeah. From we have teenagers that are very involved in it, and also parents grabbing it for their toddlers.
Really?
So it's starting at a very early age, from I'd say from toddlers to whenever. But as far as people coming in physically and grabbing it themselves, I've seen from at least 14, 15 to upwards. Yeah.
It must be with the virus going around. Obviously, restricted to what? 4 in there? Or?
Exactly. Yeah.
4.
4 at a time.
That's kind of a bummer, too, isn't it?
It is in some sense, yeah, because of business being booming.
Well,
and on busy times, you have to kind of.
You're there to make money.
That's it. But it is the times we're living in, and I'm ready to accommodate that to the people, because we need to stay safe. So.
You're specializing in vinyl?
Yeah. Vinyl, we carry CDs.
Okay, what else do you carry? I know T-shirts.
T-shirts, rock memorabilia.
Yeah.
Yeah. And anything kind of collectible kind of thing, but it's mostly vinyl. We're mostly into the vinyls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dealing with the virus, what type of rules do you have in there when you walk in that door?
Yeah, well, you have to keep the 2 feet distance, and then also hand sanitize as soon as, yeah, exactly. For sure. And as soon as you come in, sanitize.
Okay. Billy, any questions? You're pretty quiet.
I said what I had to say.
Jerk. Not really, but you've been down there.
You know what? I haven't been down there, but I know, honestly, I haven't been down there. I used to have a couple of milk crates, records. I DJ'd back in the day. I don't know if you ever heard of the roller rink that we used to have called Disco Wheels.
Cool, man. With
Yeah. So
cool.
I kept a couple of records, but I gave it to my brother-in-law. But but what's neat about these records, and my brother-in-law has some of them hanging up in his room, is that we would take we had to identify the records because we had some theft back then.
Oh yeah.
So we took an etching and we put the etching like DIS on it for Disco Wheels.
Yeah.
So
you can
like
tell.
yeah, so he's got records that has that symbol on there, and if they're ended up in Bud's record shop, we'd know that.
Yeah, that's
they came-
yours. Yeah.
Yeah, they came from
DIS.
So
I'll keep
Jason,
an eye out.
do you
Yeah, if you ever have
trade
one, yeah.
or sell or
Yeah,
exchange?
yes,
Yeah.
trade and sell, yes, for sure. Yeah, we've been buying people's collections.
Yeah.
Come in, we're always taking collections. Yeah, it's definitely something that we do
Okay.
for sure. Trades as well.
We're coming to the end.
Also, I want to mention Black Friday is coming up, and we have a Black Friday sale coming up. 15% off everything in the store. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This coming up. This coming
Okay,
weekend.
you're located, to the folks my age, at Leduc Shopping Center.
Exactly. Yes.
That's on
Look-
11th Street.
Yeah,
And I'll tell you, that whole area has been completely refurnished.
it has. Yeah, it has. Definitely from when I used to visit.
Yeah.
The parking lot was like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
whoa.
It was fun then.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I mean, you literally went into the parking lot, they never saw you again.
No.
Can-Am video.
Black hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, Can-Am.
Yeah.
that was a good place when I was a
Oh, yeah,
when
that
I was
was
a kid. Can-Am was
It was a hole,
was
but
amazing.
it was a good hole.
Yeah, it was a good hole. Yeah, you definitely found some great tapes
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Did you, when you got to Can-Am, did you walk right to the back of the store?
Right to
Were
the
you
back,
old
yeah.
enough?
Yeah.
The friggin'
Oh, yeah, I went in there.
through the western
But
doors.
I
Yeah.
learned Imagine a guy
Is that what you
43 years old, I found out
Were
about
you
it.
hanging out there?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Yeah.
No, well, listen, I want to wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Ron.
I want Emily, if you're watching, you're going to be on here one day.
Yeah, we got to get her on.
Yeah, when I walk in that store, you better have a nice little smile on your face.
You're awesome.
Jason, thank you so
No
much.
problem. Thank you.
Billy, give me a wrap up.
We have a couple of minutes, Ron. But I want to ask, can I ask him a question? Am I allowed?
Back on.
A question?
Go ahead.
No, like, how did you know, like, what said in your head that you got to buy that store?
It was a few months after he passed away, and Angie was paying rent on it. I kind of knew that it wasn't shut down, so eventually it was just kind of like. Plus, also family things here back home. I am originally from Cornwall.
Yeah.
My mom hasn't been well. She's been placed into a home. My dad's alone.
Oh. Sorry
my
to hear
dad.
that.
My dad is also alone in Cornwall. I don't have family. They're from Hawkesbury.
Yeah.
So I felt if it was signs pointing me to just come back and just see what would come out of it.
Yeah.
And so far, it's been honestly the community's. It's been like it makes my heart melt. Like literally, I've been really accepted.
Good.
It's awesome.
So you were the chosen one.
Yeah, so far it feels really right.
Well,
It feels really
we
good.
know a Lavoie, Kevin Lavoie. Do you know him?
No, I don't know. Kevin Lajoie.
Lajoie.
Exactly. Yeah, I know Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin Lajoie has been very, very, very helpful with us.
Yeah.
Very, very helpful.
Good.
Yes. Great guy.
Good.
Great guy.
Billy, you have the last word today.
I do.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, though. No, it was a great show. We got about a minute, Ron. So
Yeah.
say your goodbye.
Well, anything else?
Are we doing a Christmas show next week? What are we doing?
Actually, next week is our final show.
Okay, of the season.
Yeah, of the season. Gives me time to be somebody again, and back hopefully in January.
You will
Maybe.
be back in January.
In case I die. In case I die. You never know.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm probably the nicest guy you'll ever want to meet. Jason,
That's a good one.
it's a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Billy
Thank you so much.
Makinson, you're the best.
See you.